time for new song off the Clancy album. Snapback is the name of the song. 21 Pilots. If you want the entire album all together, hop over to Patreon on the $7 tier, the VIP tier. Go check that out. It's all new music goes there. It's unedited. You get to see behind the scenes stuff. You get to see it all together before it gets chopped up, cleaned up, and put out on YouTube, and you get to see it first. So go check it out when you get a chance. Without further ado, it is time to listen to Tyler and Josh intro Snapback.
This next song, it's the 10th song on the record. There's 13 songs total, so we're getting close to the end. Stay up.
And it sounds like we're not going to play Navigating live.
These videos, they took anywhere between like 6 and 9 hours of editing each one, and that was after Mark did all of the organizing and getting the clips lined up.
Lot.
And some housekeeping before we even dove into the edits. And so it is pretty awesome to finally get all of these out all at once. And it's a lot of hard work. And Mark did great. All right, we're ready for the next music video. This is our 10th song on the record, Clancy, that's out tonight. This is the premiere of this is actually the first music video we shot out of all of them. Snapback.
Wow.
Yeah, you'll know because I had long hair in it. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Totally different.
Got a bad feeling that I'm about to break. Been a good streak, but the pressure's overweight. Is it even good for my head to keep track? If I'm gonna snap next, then I gotta snap back. Running from a thing that I kept in 17. Is it even right for my head to keep track? If I'm gonna snap next, then I gotta snap back. Have I burned all the bridges?
Long hair. As he said, this was the first video they shot because the rest of it, he had all the short hair. That grew his hair out and then he's cutting it in the video. Been a good streak. I mean, isn't that something when you have in life, you get this feeling of got a bad feeling I'm about to break, been a good streak, but the pressure's overweight. Been going fine. Life's going along fine. And then all of a sudden something happens and I can just feel this impending break, something that's about to happen. Is it even good for my head to keep track? Sometimes it's not. Oh, got a bad feeling I'm going to lose the lead. Running from a thing that I kicked in 17. Is it even right for my head to keep track? If I'm going to snap next, then I got to snap back. Something that went on in 2017, I think, that he kicked, that he's not doing anymore, that he's not a part of anymore. I don't know if it's depression, I don't know if it's anxiety, I don't know if it's addiction. I don't know. I mean, who knows? But this could relate to anybody. Running from a thing that I kicked in 17. Sometimes things cycle back. And sometimes we go back through things that we had kind of gotten through. It happens. The key is to build enough inner security, inner ego strength, inner coping skills, have enough resources and people and places to go to lean on, to get help when things happen. Because it's not just like, okay, I'm past that. That'll never happen again. No, when it comes back around, what can I do to be able to tackle that? And I love the melody of how this is starting.
Is it even right for my head to keep track? If I'm gonna snap next, then I gotta snap back. Have I burned all the bridges? Bite the hand that helps me give it finger stitches. Blacklisted from forgiveness for you once. It's been 25 times. It's a backslide. I commandeered a heart.
Woo!
Drove it to the engine, died. All of that progress lost today. Gotta
So sad in life. So many people experience this in life. But again, it's why therapy matters. It's why getting help matters, because you deserve help. Backslides happen. Relapses happen. Tragedy, struggles, trauma happens. And we don't know when all the time. But if you're going to snap back, you're not most of the time going to just be able to do it on your own. You're going to have somebody, some people, or some experiences that help you get to that point. Because many times it takes thinking outside of what your head's in right now to be able to get to an enlightened period, to be able to get to a place where you start to see a new way to live, a new way to make decisions, a new way to cope, a new way to regrow and build things. There's a lot of contemplation on his face of, it's a backslide. I commandeered a hot ride, drove it till the engine died, all that progress lost today. You drive a car till the engine dies, the car's no good anymore. You've got to be able to maintain it. And that's what we want to do for us, mental health wise, physically, spiritually, all of it. You got to be able to maintain yourself to keep yourself running good. That's part of what helps life be better. If we just drive it hard into the ground and we don't ever stop to change the oil, change the gas, change anything, the car going to die. So cool.
A good streak, but the pressure's overweight.
Yeah.
Is it even good for my head to keep track? If I'm gonna snap next, and I gotta snap back. Got a bad feeling I'm gonna lose the lead. Running from a thing that I kicked in 17. Is it even right for my head to keep track? If I'm gonna snap next, then I gotta snap. Oh, it's you. Well, welcome back to the show.
Oh man, hair's all buzzed. But when he looks in the mirror, he sees the past. Try really hard to reflect on the past, kind of like a mirror, but not dwell in the past. Just because he sees that in the mirror doesn't mean that's who he has to be. What a cool image.
Oh, it's you. Well, welcome back to the show. Guess I better move to a fresher approach. It's a new adaptation. It's a backslide. Take a surprise, and now it's all gone. All of that progress lost today. I have seemed to run out of excuses of why I got a bad feeling.
A lot of times I think people also have this kind of imposter syndrome thing where they feel like they are fake. They are an illusion. They are pretend. That who they are really is not who other people see. And it gives them a real insecurity and a vulnerability. The flip side of this is that you can backslide. You can struggle in life. You can feel old patterns coming back to who you were, whether it's anxiety, depression, trauma, struggle, tragedy, like I said, addiction, other kinds of things, that relationship issues. And you can feel it. And it's like, I'm trying to be this new person, but when I look in the mirror, I see the old person. So I feel like that force is becoming so strong that I don't know that I can out muscle that. And so I may be drowning here. I may be overcome with who I was before. And I don't want that old piece to come back. I don't want that old person to come back. But I feel like it might. That's why please get help. Please.
Got a bad feeling that I'm about to brag. Been a good streak, but the pressure's overweight. Is it even good for my head to keep track? If I'm gonna snap next, then I gotta snap back. Got a bad feeling I'm gonna lose the lead. Running from a thing that I kicked in 17. Is it even right for my head to keep track? If I'm gonna snap next, then I gotta snap back.
Nah.
Then I gotta snap back. I've been praying for my elasticity to return to the way that it was. If I'm gonna snap next, then I gotta snap back. I've been praying for my elasticity to return to the way that it was. If I'm gonna snap
Whoa.
next, then I gotta snap back.
The light. walks into the light. You know, what's interesting about that elasticity. You know, people talk about being resilient, you know, that people are resilient. They can overcome a lot of stuff. People really aren't resilient. Children aren't resilient either. That's like a rubber band that snaps back and it's got the exact same tightness that it did before. We're more malleable, and malleable is like Play-Doh. We are adjustable. You take Play-Doh out of a can, if you ever do this, take Play-Doh out of a can. It is perfectly symmetrical to the can. Once you get it out and you play with it, you put it back in, it will never be exactly like it was before. It's malleable. You can shape it back to get it to where it can fit different places, but it will never be the same. So when you're praying for your elasticity to return the way it was, very often it won't. We have to do our best to get it as close as we can, but we're forever affected by our experiences. And that's what's so depressing sometimes in life, is that I'm afraid I'm going to become who I was and I don't want to. Mountain Dew. Wow.
I don't know. I feel like that's the song that I feel like I'm going to be the most defensive about.
Huh.
Like my little brother or something.
Love that
I
song.
want to protect him. It's one of my favorite songs on the record. It's probably going to get lost in the rigmarole. But for me, the inside of an empty garage like that was a perfect kind of setting for what the song was trying to say. Actually,
Least favorite.
Oh my gosh. He did that on purpose.
You don't have to say that.
I know, but
Are
it
you
was a
drinking
joke.
Mountain Dew with a straw?
Yeah, man.
Oh, wow. Snapback 21 Pilots. Love that song. That is actually one of my favorite songs, too, just because of the depth in that song, the way he sings, the way he speaks honestly about it. Next to Jenna's version, that's my favorite. This would be my second favorite on this album, probably so far. Love this song. Remember, it's not real therapy, just time breaking down lyrics to music. If you want help, check the links in the description. Leave your comments. Go to Patreon. We have a VIP tier, $7 a month. You will not regret it. Get to see the entire unedited Clancy album reaction with me. It is super fun, lots of other benefits, and you get to support the channel, which we appreciate so much. Remember, mental health matters. We'll see you on the next Reaction Therapy.